So a few weeks ago, my friends and I decided that we needed to expand our horizons beyond pizza and Netflix, so we signed up for a pottery class at the local community center. At first, it felt pretty wholesome. Everyone in the room was hunched over their wheels, covered in clay, trying to look like they knew what they were doing. Our instructor, a very patient man named Carl who wore exclusively tie-dye, told us to let the clay speak to us. I tried, but the only thing my clay said was, "Help." Halfway through, my friend Jess had already made something that looked like it belonged in a fancy coffee shop, and even Mike, who once superglued his hand to his own forehead, managed a lopsided but respectable bowl. Me? I was wrestling with a blob that stubbornly refused to become anything more than a lumpy cylinder. It wobbled. It drooped. Eventually, it collapsed entirely, like it had just remembered it left the oven on at home. But hey, I was committed, so I slapped a handle on it and called it a mug. A week later, we went back to pick up our masterpieces after they'd been fired in the kiln. Jess's cup looked even more beautiful, and Mike's bowl was now only slightly more abstract. Then Carl handed me mine, and I swear, even he hesitated for a second before placing it in my hands. My mug had somehow both shrunk and expanded in the wrong places. The handle was on the inside. There were holes where, scientifically speaking, mugs should not have holes. If Salvador Dali designed drinkware, this would be it. Of course, everyone burst out laughing and asked what I planned to do with my new art piece. Without missing a beat, I said, "Oh, this? It's a limited edition spill-proof cup, because trust me, it couldn't hold anything."